Today we're going to take a look at the Joyetech cuboid 150 dual 18650. That's a cubist tank sitting on top of it, also new. We'll take a look at the outside of it here first. Very, very small, especially for a 200-watt mod, which it is after you do the update, which my other video shows you how to do that. We'll start off with the off settings. Hold the fire and the minus button. Shows you your battery voltage. Hold the positive button and the fire button. It's about 5-6 seconds, I guess. Somewhere in there. That's to set your temperature coefficient. And M1, M2, and M3, that's your memory settings. 20 clicks from the off position. I'll show you your software version. Now we're to the on position, of course. You have power mode. Nickel. Titanium. 316 stainless, which this is set up right for the cubist tank out of the box. That's your M1. You click the negative button and the positive button to change it to M2. Positive button again to change it to M3. Negative button takes you to the next option, which is your power. It's 30 watts. Now you can change this anywhere up to 200 after the update. The only downside is when you adjust it, oops, wrong button. When you adjust it, it only goes up. If you hit the other button, then it moves off to the next thing. So unfortunately, you have to go all the way up to the 200, which it goes pretty fast. And when you hit the 200 mark, it'll stop, and then you just start off again. Get yourself up to your 30, or wherever you're going. And if you go to 30.1, you either stay at 30.1 or start over. Your coil, you can lock or unlock it for when you're in temperature control. Then you have setting here, you can choose time, amps. And that's your amps when you're firing, or your puffs. I'm not sure how you reset the puffs now. After the update, I can't seem to figure out how to reset the puffs. So I have to check on that. And I noticed they got rid of the bypass mode with the cubist, like in the VTC Mini. You have power, bypass, nickel, titanium, and stainless. And now while we have this down here, take a look here with the size. It's about 3/8 of an inch taller. Right around a 1/4 inch wider. And then we got about an 1/8 inch, which is hard to see on here. Got about an 1/8 inch in depth bigger. It's a very, very small mod for being the power that it puts out. Width, we're just, like I said, just a little bit bigger, not much. If you look at them from the side though, they're really close in size. It's not much. I think it's probably one of the smallest 200 watt after the update that you can get. And I think the VTC Mini was probably the best mod of 2015. And now, of course, I think this did come out at the end of 2015. I think this is probably going to be one of the best for price, output, and usability for 2016. I think 2016 is going to be a heck of a year, though. It's going to be tough to compete. But I mean, price for beginners and stuff like that, this is like the perfect box. So was the VTC Mini. And you pair it with the GEARBEST tank, which is very good. If you didn't see my other video, basically it's just a cup. You pour your liquid into the max line, and then you put everything in. No muss, no fuss, no spills. It's supposed to be anti-spill. I've been trying. I haven't been able to get it to leak yet. You got your airflow adjustment on top. And it shoots out for you. Well, like I said, if you wanted to change your temperature coefficient, you could set this up to run like exotic wires like nichrome and stuff like that by going into the temperature coefficients. You would pick like memory 1, and then you would set your temperature coefficient, which I can show you how to do that quick. Remember, you hold the fire button and the positive button, and then you use the positive button to select which one you want. Then you hit the negative button, or the fire button, sorry, and then you hit the negative and positive button to move it where you want. And then you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clicks out, and then you'd go into your memory 1, and you'd be set with your temperature coefficient difference. And you can set it up so the resistance will adjust right to keep you in your temperature range. And that's basically it. There's not much to it. It's, you know, real easy. Like I said, your 18650s, you got 2 of them in here. HG2s, these are. It's marked here for your positive and negative. It's also marked on the bottom, all the way at the top of the battery holes here. Got a nice clip on here. No rattles. There's no button rattles at all. It's pretty tight. Your micro USB port here on the side. Then your buttons here is just like a rocker. Now I still have the plastic on the screen. That's why it looks a little scratched up. It's just a protective plastic. Fire buttons on the side. Stainless steel 510 connector. Now, the GEARBEST tank does have a slight, very, very, very slight gap under there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. My VTC Mini had the same slight gap under it. There you can see it. I've never had a problem with it. No rockage in this one. With my VTC Mini, there was a little bit of rocking. But there's no rocking in this one. So they got the connector up high enough that it's hitting the bottom of the tank now. Yeah, what puff on this? Oh, I got it in the wrong setting. I have it in the wrong setting here. It's supposed to be in stainless mode. There we go. That's pretty much it. The Joyetech cuboid. Hopes this helps somebody. Have a nice day.